Right now, there are more than 100,000 Americans on the national transplant waiting list. On average, 13 people die each day waiting for an organ. A Northwest Iowa man spent years on that list, but now is on the road to recovery thanks to a friendship formed over an old car that led to a life-saving gift. KTIV's Ellen Ide tells us how a gift from heaven changed two lives forever.
My doctor told me that my kidneys had just decided to shut down faster than normal.
A frightening diagnosis landed Terry Argetsinger on the kidney transplant list. After 3 years with little hope, Terry's condition turned dire.
A friend of mine died in 2021 that started to work on this car. And his family sold me this car so I could finish it in his honor. And I give Bob, my friend from heaven, credit for putting me in front of Corey, because that's how I found him with this car.
Two men who didn't know each other would soon share a bond deeper than friendship.
Last fall, one day, he saw how much I was dealing with dialysis, and I was tired, I was numb, I had a fog.
As Terry's health declined, Corey Tiefenthaler made an impulsive decision that gave Terry some long-awaited hope.
He had come in that day, and I knew he had some issues and his levels. He had talked about levels and different things of his kidneys, and then he came in that day and said they had kind of really started to take a turn for the worst, and I had just said, well, if it ever comes down to it, I'd be willing to offer a kidney if he needed it.
I went numb. I had to go home and think about that. He's a 45-year-old man, wife, 3 little kids. That was not an easy decision.
Corey's kidney wasn't a direct match, but he donated his kidney on Terry's behalf through a national kidney exchange train, which set off a series of life-saving transplants.
I went into hospital on a Wednesday for the surgery, and I was out on Friday. And I think within that next week, I personally felt good enough to be up and about and doing a lot of different things.
For Corey, the donation process was relatively simple, but for Terry, when he woke up at the University of Nebraska Lead Transplant Center, it changed everything. From the moment he woke up, he knew he had a new lease on life.
From the first day out of surgery, the second day, especially after anesthesia, I knew I felt better.
Terry now celebrates July 2nd, the day of his transplant, as his second birthday, and he's embracing the freedom he thought he'd lost forever.
My wife has to make an appointment with me just to have breakfast together. The freedom is just, my friends and I have taken off. I've covered 5,000 miles in the last 3 weeks, just doing things that we're backed up to do, and I'm just full steam ahead.
In early Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.
Now, as for the 1957 Chevy that brought Terry and Corey together, the pair expects that project to be done and on its way to classic car shows yet this year. Take a look at this chart. It reflects the need for organs. You can see in 2024, kidneys were in the greatest need. A single organ donor can save 8 lives and enhance as many as 75 more. You can become an organ donor by registering the decision on your driver's license. To learn more about organ donation and resources, you can be linked there inside this story right now at KTIV.com.